Hello and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. Tonight is another episode of Quick Whiskey Shots, and tonight we'll be reviewing Ezra Brooks 90 Proof. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's our bottle for today. Let's give the bottle a read over and see what interesting tidbits we can gather. So it says, still bottled at an honest 90 proof and aged the old-fashioned way. Honest 90 proof? I don't know about that. Personally, I prefer something more like 100 plus proof, but we'll let that slide. Okay, so aged the old-fashioned way in new charred American oak barrels. Well, that is nothing special at all, because that's how all bourbon is made, because it's the law. Let's continue. See what else Ezra Brooks has to say. Ezra Brooks is then charcoal filtered for an unmistakable, unforgettable, mellow flavor. Let's see what we get on the other side. Sour mash is in bold print here. Again, a thing that basically almost all bourbons is made from a sour mash. There are a few that are sweet mashes, and if you have seen our Bourbon for Beginners guide, then you know the difference between those two. But almost everything that is bourbon is a sour mash. So again, not special. All right, a genuine sour mash bourbon made using the finest ingredients available. Really, the finest ingredients. What's going into this? Like truffles and caviar and like gold leaf? I don't think so, because this bottle was like $14. So the finest ingredients? Probably not. For generations, Ezra Brooks whiskey has been the whiskey for those with a rugged spirit and a taste for adventure. Well, I would say that I am kind of both of those things, so let's see if that's true. Let's see if the taste of this appeals to my rugged spirit. And what the heck does it say? And taste for adventure. I challenge you, Ezra Brooks, to your wild spirit and taste for adventure. Let's first give it a smell. So, wood, right off the bat, and a lot of char punching through, black pepper, got some deep, dark, almost like the brown sugar that's on the top of a creme brulee. Not burnt, but just toasted. And then there is some caramel in there, and almost some molasses maybe, or actually I would say more like a maple syrup. Yeah, so all in all, a nice nose. I wouldn't say it's phenomenal, but it's pretty good. Let's give it a taste. So I will say, for the price, this does have a pretty nice mouthfeel. The palate is pretty rich. You're getting a lot of caramel, a lot of brown sugar, and like a really rich brown sugar. Very maple syrupy as well. I mean, you could almost put this on pancakes. But this it's pretty nice, honestly. Let's give it one more sip here. All right, so one thing I have to say, although the palate is fairly nice, especially for the price range that this is in, the finish is not quite as good. There is where you start to see the youth of this. You're getting quite a bit of burn. I mean, right as you swallow this, you're getting kind of just like a punch in the back of your throat, and it's a sharp burn. I would say definitely like a peppery kind of burn, and then also kind of that alcohol burn. And you're getting the youthy notes, kind of that young oak, that kind of grassiness, which is unfortunate because the palate is actually pretty nice for what this is. For it being a budget bourbon, it's not too bad. With all that said, as always, folks, if you haven't tried this, give it a try and see for yourself. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And as always, you can never have too much good whiskey.